Big day, kids. I'm taking the car to a local rolling road day. Yay! So we'll get a baseline on roughly what, 4 psi, 5 psi, 0.4 bar-ish. Gets us on a standard 1UZ engine, standard 1UZ fuel system, apart from the fuel pump, and manual box. And 350Z rear end setup. Gotta apologise for the camera shaking. Hopefully it isn't as bad in when I edit it, but yeah, it's quite bumpy in this car. I need to sort the suspension out. But as long as you can hear me, let's do the most important things first. Put it on a dyno. So we're going to Got Boost in Bridgend. I've never done a rolling road day. I've done one rolling road day before, and I can't remember what it was like. It was years ago. It was with the McGann, and I think it was entertaining. I just want to understand what this car is currently doing, so I got a good baseline to work off in the future. So if I want to upgrade, which I do. So put bigger turbos on it, go more boost. I want to at least know where I started from. So if this is anywhere between 300 and, I don't know, let's say 20 and 350 brake horse, I'll be well happy. Standard is 250 on this engine. If you do the math and you add half a bar to the standard power, you get roughly 400. I'm not quite at half a bar because I haven't tweaked it enough yet, and I don't want to blow it up unnecessarily. So I'm expecting lower than 400. Well, theoretically, I'd expect 400 at 0.5. So at 0.4, I'd expect probably about 370. But that's theoretical. There's no way you're going to maintain theoretical power throughout, transmission losses and rear end losses and all these different sort of things. Real world conditions, those turbos aren't necessarily suited to this engine. All these sort of things. You're never going to get 370 theoretical. So I'd be happy with anything around 350. I'm expected to be at least 320. If it's not that, then my butt dyno is out of calibration. But yeah, that's the plan. That's the hopes. We'll see. Hopefully, I'll get some decent footage. So it's the Welsh Ford Owners Club running this rolling road day. So there's hopefully lots of cool Fords. I'll see if I can get some footage of them, as long as people don't mind me filming, and get some decent footage of this on the rollers as well. And yeah, see what sort of numbers is pumping out. Hopefully some decent numbers. If not, at the end of this video we'll see me crying into my cornflakes because I ruined a perfectly rusty Ford Focus. Anyway, I'm going to make my way there now. I'm meeting up with my mate in his Mustang, hopefully. If not his Mustang, he's been a bit of a big girl and brought his Volkswagen, but I'm hoping it's his 5-litre Mustang Bullet. So that should be cool, and hopefully maybe I'll get him to run it on the dyno as well. So we'll get to see that. But there's some problems apparently with the new Mustangs, the 5-litre Mustangs. They run out of speed on the limiter before they run out of gear. So that should be interesting if I can force his hand. Maybe I'll pay for his dyno run. We'll see. Anyway, yeah, that's a pretty cool car as well, so I'll get some footage of that, hopefully. So I don't know what's coming up next. I'm just going to wait here for my mate, make our way there, and we'll see what we've got.
Land Rover, depending on who you want. LT77.
Wee. No, it's that steering turning circle. It's horrendous. Can't believe I let somebody else drive my car. Fresh. Can't wait.
Yeah, it can all NS engines and the don't fucking get them. Yeah, that's it, yeah. We run the LS G56. And that's
I haven't taped it back up. Noisy bastard. Sounds good. $200? That's disappointing. Huh? Yeah, that's cool.
what's that, about 240 at the time?
Yeah. It's not much better than a 170.
It's like a bit of a half brake, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
Might take a bit more.
Was it?
My butt dyno was way out.
I'll take everything you get.
So sounds like it's picking up way quicker than that, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, so the engine's 250 standard, isn't it? So at the wheels, what's that? 120? 210? Yeah. So, yeah, right.
That's at the wheels.
Yeah. So I'm on my way home. Today has been eventful. The car was I think the first or maybe the second car on the rollers. So I had the pleasure of being the first one to be disappointed. So the car. As some of you hopefully remember, I went with to get the car up and running and just to get it working, and obviously it works quite well. I decided that I will stick with the standard engine management and standard fuel injectors, because after reading everything on the internet, going through reading through lots of information, I found out that these 1UZs, they're pretty good with standard management, dealing with up to about 7 psi of boost, which is about half a bar. Now, as I've mentioned previously, I'm only running about 0.4 bar on here, so it's about 5, maybe 6 psi of boost. So I'm well within what the engine is capable of doing. I'm going to apologise for the rattling again. It's quite rattly in this car a minute. So yeah, I'm well within the safe limits of what is understood to be good for these engines when it comes to turbocharging. However, what it seems like the standard ECU is doing is pulling timing out of the map because of fueling issues. So, oh, who's that? So sorry, got interrupted there. So yeah, I'm using the standard management. If you haven't noticed, I'm teeing you all up for a bit of a disappointment. But the standard management is not great, shall we say, when it comes to dealing with boost. Obviously, because it's a standard, the standard engine is a naturally aspirated engine, so adding boost is always going to be an issue. But after doing some searches on the internet, like I said, it was manageable. However, looking at what the car is doing when it's on the rollers, it seems to be, from what I can see by the AFRs, it seems to be really, really lean down low, and then something happens at about 3,000 RPM. We think it's probably knocking. So the knock sensors are detecting knock, and then to compensate, the ECU is dumping a load of fuel into the engine. So the engine's going super rich, and to compensate for that extra fuel, then it's retarding the timing. Obviously that's sucking power out of the engine essentially. So currently I haven't got a plan going forward, but the bottom line is it only made 258, I think, or 259 brake horse at the engine, which is only about 205 brake horse at the wheels. So overall, quite disappointing, but a decent baseline for me to work from, so I can say, I know, for example, that I've got a fueling issue, and I knew that it was always going to be an issue with standard ECU, standard injectors, standard coils. You know, we're talking like old school coil, old school dizzies and distributors and igniters and stuff. The plan was always to get rid of them and go aftermarket, but I just wanted to get the car running before I had to do that sort of work on it. So that is probably going to be the plan going forward. Aftermarket ECU, standalone ECU, get it mapped properly so that you can make the most out of the additional airflow going into the engine, because currently it looks like the engine management just can't manage it. It's seeing an influx of additional air. It's going lean. It's knocking, and then it's dumping a lot of fuel into the engine to compensate, and then because it's going rich, it's just retarding the ignition, so you're losing all your power, and it just makes, you know, barely anything more than standard standard 1UZ Edwards. So essentially I've wasted a bit of time putting turbos on this, but the sound makes up for it anyway, so I haven't wasted anything, and it's a good starting position to go forward. And I reckon if I put just a V8 in this, it wouldn't be making 250 anyway as standard. It'd probably be more like 230 or something like that. So I've gained, I don't know, who knows, I really don't know, but I reckon I've gained, you know, maybe 30 brake horse by putting the turbos on it. But bottom line is, this engine management system, it can't handle the amount of airflow going through it, so it's messing with the fuel, and it just doesn't know what to do with it. It's you know, it's 1980s technology. It's an ECU from the 90s. It's not happy. But in the meantime, I can still enjoy it, and still, you know, it's fairly safe to drive. I can have fun with it. It's I can go take it to some shows and get some use out of it. However, hot on the list of things to do is going to be fixing the fuel in for it, because it's not. I don't think it's sustainable to carry on like it is. So all in all, I think everybody on the day was a little bit disappointed with that, with the dyno results from that dyno, but it seemed to be consistent for everybody. We were all disappointed, therefore you can probably guess that it was probably bang on the money. Anyway, I don't know how long this video is going to be. I've had a fairly long day. I managed to get some videos of some cars. I'll check up the remaining cars now that we've been over the Flexus. And yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Hopefully we get better news next time I do a dyno video. So on that note, thanks for watching. Hopefully everybody enjoyed the 5 days of the Flexus that we done last week, and or the week before, can't remember when it was. I don't think YouTube cared, made no difference, which is a shame. It just seems like this channel is destined not to be any more popular than a couple of hundred views per video. So for those of you that do watch, thank you. For those of you that stay to the end, thank you. For those of you that support, appreciate it. So as I said, thanks for watching. I'd prefer you watch all the videos and subscribe, but if you want to subscribe to the channel, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time. And just for a bit of fun, I'll wind the window down, and hopefully you'll be able to hear it popping away. If not, the noise is fantastic. I really cannot explain how incredible the noise in this car is. Amaze balls. Oh, pop, 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 pop. Amazing. Well, we're going under the tunnel. That would be rude not to, wouldn't it? Oh. Ready, steady. Anyway. Ciao.
An emerald is as good as anything.
Is it?
Stop cutting them. If you're running in third, I'd can run it into it.
Just manual, but it hits the speed limit in fourth, but I guess because it's it's got slightly higher power peak.
Might be briefing for
Is it?
speed here on the
Might be
Dyno.
brief.
The lower the gear, the more torque at the rollers.
Yeah.
So
This is supposed to be 440. I'll go 455. Yeah, 455. 380. Yeah, looking at these dynos. On the side. Gotta make less of me.
oh, this is roller calibration. Yeah. That should make more or less your standard color.
Well, I think it's supposed to be 340. I thought it's 440, right? Yeah. Well, I changed it to 455. So I've only got about half of it being the 4 power.
Yeah, they've been releasing the
If we wait 30 seconds. That sounds amazing.
Oh, 40 brake.
Rest. You had a 60 on the bike.
Huh?
You had a 60, you had a 70 on the bike.
The trouble is, you run it in fourth, you get less spin, and then you'll get the big power. You'll see it on the graph if it's anyway. Sounds mega, doesn't it?